the kerfuffle. Now he is at a deficit, TLO. This is a must win for Osoli, otherwise he's potentially out, being low ranked. Da-da-da-da-da. Scenarios unfold now. Here we go. Osoli and Orlando. Osoli and United States Army. BMW high on the bank. And TLO, he practically just needs to play it cool, not an inactive chase, but he can play it pretty cool here and get the win. But look at Osoli. He knows he needs to throw down a heat and run, maybe force an error on the side of Tommy Lemaire. Battle of him and Novak wasn't exactly watertight, man, so he needs to tighten it up. He's following Jack Shanahan, the best in the biz. New car, new format, new track, a lot of news for him, but not new to the sport of drifting. Jack Shanahan delivers, boom. Right there to the wall. Look at that BMW. Look at just firing off. Look at just, you can see that thing just flames, bangs, and booms coming out from underneath the hood of that BMW. Pulling that front left off as he goes into that second zone. Here comes Dan Burkett. Yes, sir. So that was a great second. Formula Drift rookie coming in. Whoa, massive angle from TLO. Doctor, look at that. Massive angle. That was sick. Well done. Where was this, Tommy, earlier? Like, oh, wow. Well, he was off course is where he was. So as exciting as that was, he has to wrangle it back in. That'll be a deduction, but what a gangster entry, dude. He absolutely. Start line, here we go. Are we going to get a victor? Fetty knows he needs to put down a blazing lead run. What's he going to do? Is Jack Shanahan going to get his first FD victory? Seeding brackets. Here we go. Fetty initiates. There he is. Now he puts the car up there high and tight. Look at Federico. Good angle from him. Jack Shanahan now comes down into that inside clip, buries it in the smoke, and brings it in nice and pops it into the pocket. Smoke-filled pocket there by Jack Shanahan, and brings it tight to the Ferrari of Federico Sharifo.
Fede, I mean, dude, probably the best lead run I've seen from Fede in a fair bit of time. Great lead run from Federico Sharifo. I think Jack Shanahan did everything he needed to do, but
you can risk with power, no power steering.
Yeah,
this is not
one of them.
Not one of them. But Austin Otto will now, he's going to try to force an error of James Dean. Austin, like I said, this is a big ask going against the four-time champion of James Dean. And look at James, I'm sure his spotter said, hey, Austin made a major mistake in that chase position. Austin needs to put down a heater of a run. James Dean navigates a right-hand drive. We talked about the benefit of that. Jacob, I'll let you elaborate on that. We talked about it with Lorette Nickel even right there.
Yeah.
So unfortunately for Austin, a great lead run by Austin Model.
He's just some of the best driving I've seen from him in practice this weekend.
There we go. Matt Field, a lot of eyeballs on him. He definitely has the making of to be a champion. And there we go. Rat Dan says, here you go. I'll show you what I could do. Like you said, he rose to the occasion. Here goes Matt Field in that power alley. Good placement. Minimal corrections. Those white wheels sticking out like a sore thumb. And Dan absolutely bulldozes into the side of the Corvette. Sheds that. Going against Nick Novak. Novak, I'm expecting him to be very aggressive because, like you said, you know what you get when you're going against a champion. Novak, he's going to try to literally Novak down. Here we go, Frederick Osbo, good angle from him, and that Rockstar Energy Toyota GR Supra coming down, massive angle from him. He talked about, again, those Kenda tires, and he was talking about the advantage. People talk about the rears, but he was talking about the fronts. Look at Novak. Yes, sir. Yeah, Nick Novak. Again, the
past will be washed out, so there's still a chance here.
Here we go, Ryan Litter out front. You can hear him firing off, firing on all cylinders. Into that, so this looks very similar to what we saw, but literal dragging bumper, shedding a skin into that power alley, and this is where that smoke signal gets tough. Looks like Castro aggressive on the line on that second inside clip, big angle, almost like just shifting literally positions and kind of
never settle.
And you gotta, you know, here Noah, we're just kind of glancing over, but this dude is on a tear just at 2 years. I mean, he is on a championship level tear, given all his, you know, just his expedience of learning. You know, FD Japan, here he is in FD in the States, and look at Brunski out front. Like you said, just given all of the downfalls, and he rises. Here goes Hiro Manoa. Brunski does exceed it just a little bit. He gets on in there. Hiro Manoa applies the pressure. First ever four-time champion. you are in the presence of greatness right here. James the Machine Dean initiates into the bank. There he goes, initiating that first outside zone. The sun is set, drop behind the bank. Boom, sun, never heard of her. Here we go. James the Machine Dean in that first outside zone. Drops down to that first inside clip into the power alley. Good transition. Snappy right to angle by James the Machine Dean. RCP slides in that chase. James Dean out there, no problem for him. Set it, forget it, puts it right in the crease. Adrenaline, I have to attribute it to that, but now he's got the clean air. But you got James Dean in your rear view mirror. Look at that, Rome initiates, tight. And look at James, not backing down. He looked like he delayed it a little bit, but now coming down to this first inside clip, a little tap of the brakes there from RCP. But here comes James the Machine Dean as RCP gonna take down James Dean. Look at Rome Charpentier diving in, well done by RCP up front. James a little delayed on that initiation. Did RCP just take down James? Of course, popping those cans afterwards, and here we go. Drift HQ, BC Racing, BMW, leaving that start line. Matt Field in tow. Who's gonna come out on top? Who's going against RCP? Yo, are you kidding me? That looked like they had contact, but I think you could basically put a piece of paper in between them. That was so tight there. Here we go, Joe. Oh, we got a bump. We got a bump. It looked like Matt Field might have been a little too aggressive. Impeded on the transition of Adam LZ going into that second and final outside zone. Driving into the door. You gotta love it. And we'll see if it dissipates. And now it looks like Ken Gushi will lead. Castro will give chase. Now coming through that start chicane. Here comes Kenshiro Gushi. Doctor! Yes, sir! What? How they did not hit is beyond me. I had no idea it was going to be a magic show. Where's the rabbit out of the hat? It might be at the finish line. Yes, sir, we got banging, we got thrashing. Gushi gets punted out of the way. Castro, holy cow, looks like Gushi straightens out. Don't know if he got affected.
What they can see and how they can drive this track.
Yeah, and Hero might be driving a lot of sims. Don't know how much door banging he's getting there on sims, but right now Connor Shanahan, hey, Hero had a great lead run, gave Connor that opportunity to bang doors, and look, Hero's gonna give it back. Yes, sir! And Hero gives it back to Shanahan. He's right there, but doesn't look like he's kind with it. And now transitioning to that second outside zone. Here goes Hero. I'm sure he's telling him, give it to him. And you saw Connor up on that bank. Yo! Looks like a rave is going on in this car ramp. And then you got the black menacing Corvette of Matt, the Beast of the Bayfield. Here we go, Matt Field initiating that Borla exhaust heat wave lean customs Corvette. And look at Rome. This is a Rome we haven't seen this year. Just very aggressive. Jumps up on that second inside clip. Well done. Matt Field exceeds a little bit, but he knows he's got RCP right there. Holy cow, I don't know if I need to grab glow sticks or grab popcorn, because this is one heck of a show, man. Will chase. So here we go. Castro and Sorensen. Castro initiating that Metaldom Toyota GR86. The Canada tires go round, up high on the bank. Sorensen tucks in. Well done. Look at the focus of Sorensen. You see in that cockpit the white helmet glowing into the inside clip. Goes both of them in the power alley. Goes Castro, puts it right there. Brandon Sorensen nudging it over and nudging the door of Castro. Pushing him around just a little bit. Castro exceeds a little bit, but brings it of wins like a veteran. So here we go. Osmo will lead, Manoa giving chase across the nose of that GR86. Osmo goes in, and now Frederick Osmo, big angle, he turns it up, man. He is not letting this 15-year-old bully him around at all. Transitioning in that second inside clip. Hero drops back in, well done by Hero Manoa. Hero again, the three-time champ. Flames are shooting at the backside of Frederick Osmo. The tire. Two battles. That might have played a role, again, in Brandon Sorensen spinning out. Hero Manoa in the lead position. Jubu Racing, 86. Look at Frederick sliding it back, yanking that handbrake, massaging it back there. Hero Manoa, big angle, now coming off into that inside clip. Let's see if Hero the veteran can drop in. Yes, he does. Into that second inside clip. Hero Manoa, can he play spoiler in our current points leader? And Hero lights him up once again, crosses the finish line and extinguishes them. A little flare, literally and figuratively. Orlando erupts for Hero Manoa and Frederick the Castro. Matt Field, he is allowed to jump the light a little bit there, or no problem for him pacing. Jonathan Castro, there goes Matt Field right to the side of the Metaldom Toyota GR86 Mobile One Synthetics, rolling through the veins in that first inside clip. Great angle from Jonathan Castro. Matt Field jumps in on the inside. gets disrupted a little bit. Now into that second outside zone. Castro, he is just setting course. He is setting sail on this potential podium, his first ever podium for Castro. Look, Brandon looped it. Gucci is trans broke. A little bit of lucky breaks, but I'll tell you what, Castro's got himself here.
Yeah.
He's been driving really, really well. Matt Field, he had that one more time. Here he goes, push comes to shove, the beast in the bay. Borla, heat wave, lead custom, Corvette, rips into that first outside zone. Castro drops into formation just like that. Bitter batter, let's get at her. Matt Field out front, inside clip. Castro allows him to go in front of him on that inside clip. A little bit of distance here, that grip up, that side grip. The GT radio rips up in that second outside zone. You saw Matt Field go up and exceed a little bit. You talked about it, that tire attrition, keeping that car together, not getting too slick and being too aggressive.
Yeah, it's such a battle for
Hiro Manoa. Be sure to join us at the podium ceremony. Who's going to be on it? Odi Bakshi's Hiro Manoa, TBD. Odi Bakshi's gangster angle. He talked about, Justin Pollock, his wife in his ear pushing him, and now Hiro Manoa pushing him around, but no, he's not. He is back there, and Odi Bakshi's in that second outside zone. Just as I say that, Hiro, he reels him in. Odi's got a rocket.
Using everything they've got.
Absolutely loose. Here we go. Hiro Manoa will lead. Odi Bakshi's chasing him down. Who is going to the podium? Regardless, I believe it's not for certain.
No.
It's not for certain. As far as podium, because again, loser effects, and again, the highest qualifying loser gets third place. All right, here we go. Hiro Manoa initiates. But right now, it's all about the victor, Odi Bakshi's. Look at him. Grinding in the door of that Ajuga Racing 86. Into that inside clip. Transitioning into the second. Performing surgery. Hiro pulls away. Big angle from Hiro Manoa. And with angle, he's got that grip. He's got the grip, and he's sliding it sideways. And
man, I ate some words on that one, and happily so. That, like, Manoa.
Film this. Tag us. Send it. Jonathan Castro, Methel Dom. Toyota GR86 initiating into that big bang. Jonathan Castro right there, in it, buried in it. Here's the shovel, can you dig it? Coming down into the power alley. Goes Castro, 1 and a 2, ticking the boxes. Hiro Manoa tucked in, finding that special secret sauce. The 15-year-old brings it across, the tire fire is on, and brings, he's got the making of it, but Castro wants to seal the deal. Light up the night. Orlando Speed World, the lights are on. Once they extinguish, we'll yell send it as loud as possible for potentially the final time. Here we go. On 3, send it. 1, 2, 3, send it. Here we go. Arroyo Manoa, Jonathan Castro. Who's coming out on top? Round 3, the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Manoa initiates. Castro works his way up to the top. Not as close. Manoa settled in right there, bathing in the smoke as Castro, tire fire early on, transitions into the second inside clip. Manoa finding that side grip, ripping on home. He is on fire literally and figuratively, and potentially one step and closer to that. From Japan, Hiroya Manoa gets the win. Hiro Manoa gets the win, and Jonathan Castro gets second place for his first ever Formula Drift podium. Congratulations to Hiro Manoa. Jonathan Castro gets his first ever podium. Round of applause for Jonathan Castro, Dominican's finest. And at 15 years old, multiple wins now under his belt. The percentage is that. Again, just overall, just the percentage is of championship status already at this young age. Let's throw it down to Lorette, who is with the young buck and the winner here in Orlando. Down to you, Lorette.
So not only does he win Formula Drift Japan, left Japan, came straight here, called the win. Hiro, what was working so well for you?
Oh my gosh, I have no one now, and I'm so happy now. And thank you so much for the team, for hard working, and sponsors, supporters, and my family, from Japan. And oh my gosh, this is, what a night. And yeah, this is still round 3. So I will keep it up for the other rounds. Thank you, guys.
And Hero, as you take a look around, you see your hero standing here just celebrating you. You see the crowd who were just lifting you up all day. Can you say thanks to the crowd here?
Yeah, thank you so much for all fans for coming today for this night. And my hero is here, and I'm so happy for hero is here when I get the first place. And this is my first time get the first place. And thank you, James, for celebrating. And I cannot wait to drive in with him next time, next round.
And so many tears for the team. This means so much to everybody.
Yes, thank you I'm so thankful for the team, like the preparing the car, and the car works super well the whole time, but this time everything went crazy, so I'm so happy.
So happy for you. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of round 3 in Orlando, Hiro Manoa. And also creating history, and Jacob, as you said, history and legacy, Jonathan Castro, his first podium. Ladies and gentlemen. This obviously means so much to you. What are you processing right now?
First, you're crying from me, right?
I just got choked up.
She's crying right now. Well, super honored to be here, driving against all these drivers. It's been a great event. The car's working awesome. This Toyota GRDC is just a rocket ship. Thanks everyone for helping making this happen. Fans, family, thanks God that we're here. My team, those guys are the reason we have this car working today. And it was a long time to be here, but we are moving forward, making a great step. So we are extremely happy about it. Y la comunidad dominicana, lo vemos en New Jersey, vamos a darle, Mango Power, estamos tirando para adelante. Sorry, a little bit of Spanish.
Appreciate you. I think I asked you a little bit earlier, do you know what's made the difference?
Like I mentioned, I just relax, enjoying the car. The car is working well. It's clicking to me, my arms, my mind. All the crazy things is just happening, so I just keep pushing. That's what we're doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, in second, Jonathan Castro.
Lorette, thank you so much.